Absolutely. Your latest release was the Uncovered EP. Yeah. Who chose the songs to do on that?
We each chose one song that we were passionate about since we were kids. We wanted to take it back to our childhoods and pick songs that had inspired us when we were very young. And we didn't want to pick songs that people would typically think that we would cover. So we kind of dug deep. My choice was They're Coming to Take Me Away by Napoleon 14. And that was so much fun because it was basically just great lyrics and a beat for that song. And we got to completely reconstruct it and make it into a true Butcher Baby song.
Yeah, that was going to be one of the questions I wanted to know. Who chose that one? Because it's not an obvious choice, is it?
Yeah. No. That song, when I was a kid, my stepdad used to listen to it in the car with me. And I always thought my stepdad was a little off his rocker. So that song, every time he would sing along to it, it just kind of creeped me out. I'm like, this song is about you and you're singing along.
And which one did you choose?
Don't Give a Fuck.
Yeah.
Pussy Whip.
Yeah. And your new album, Take It Like a Man, is due out in August.
August 21st.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah. When did you start working on it?
That was such a different experience for us. With our first album, we had the luxury of, having years to write that album. So with this next album, we had to write it on the road. We've been touring heavily since summer 2012, I think, and we haven't had a break to really just, get in our studio and spend a lot of time writing. So we did it on the road, and we had a little bit of time off in the summer, and we wrote it, and wrote some of it in the studio as well. And we didn't have a chance to play any of the new songs for a live audience before our last tour, so we didn't know how they were going to go over. We just recorded them, like I said, sight unseen. But the album is actually, it came out even better than we expected. The lyrics are really powerful, and we dug really deep for those, and the music is just so heavy. We kind of went back to, our aggressive, thrashier roots for this one.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been really good, and the writing process too, like you were saying, it was done on the road, and it was a lot of just like getting it done and computer work, and just all of us sitting in the bus and making it happen as we go along. So yeah, it was a really different experience for this one.
Right, so you're actually sitting down and writing together then?
Yes.
We always do. That's the way that we work best, I think, is if we're all in a room together writing, or at least if sometimes the boys will come up with some great stuff, and then Heidi and I will sit down with it and kind of tear it apart and write, a melody and lyrics to it. But it seems to always be best when we're all together throwing ideas against the wall.
Right. And the first single that you released as a video is Monsters Ball. Presumably it's not related to Lady Gaga. Yeah.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
A little different song.
Yes. Just a little bit more aggressive, but yeah.
That song is a very quirky song. It's different than anything else on our album. The lyrics are about just the feeling that you get when you're in the middle of a mosh pit, and it's about big festivals like these. You show up at high noon, get in the pit, and you just rage the whole day through. So that's what that song is about. It's very simple, having a great day at a music festival.
Yeah. And as you said, you tour a lot. You just toured with In This Moment, I think, is that right? Yeah. And every time I look, you've got another tour, then another tour, another tour.
That's how you got to do it these days. We just keep working,
It must get quite exhausting every so often. You just think, I could really do with a week off, just to sleep.
No, we do, and then we get home and we do sleep for a few days, and then you want to get back on the road again. It's all, the grass is always greener. When you're out there, you want to be home. When you're home, you want to be out there. We're just very thankful right now that we have all the opportunities that we do, and we get to tour and enjoy our lives like this.
Yeah. And this summer you've got quite a lot of festivals in Europe. I looked at it, and it's pretty much a list of all the festivals that are playing in Europe, and you're just doing all of them.
This whole week, I think we're booked solid on festivals, and the European festivals are always the best. American festivals are getting a little bit better, but they still don't compare to the, just all the different kinds of bands on these things, and we're so thrilled. I think at Hellfest, we're playing on the main stage with, Judas Priest and ZZ Top, and it's like, wow, what kind of festival in the U.S. could we ever hope to do that at? So we're very thankful to be out here, and we're ready to enjoy the week.
And I noticed Wacken is one of the others that you're playing. That's an immense festival.
Yeah, we are. Heidi and I actually came out to Wacken years ago as fans to experience
the other ones like Hellfest, that's going to be our first time over there or being at any of them for me.
Right, yeah. And the last time you played Europe was with the Defiled in the UK, and then you did some headline shows across Europe. Yeah. Any plans for more European dates?
We hopefully, early next year we'll come back to Europe. We want to give our album a chance to marinate a little bit and hit everybody, and then come back and play that album for everybody out here. So, but we loved Europe the first time we came to tour. It was just such a great experience. The European fans are so dedicated and so we can't wait to come back.
Yeah, and I saw you play with the Defiled, and then the headline show in Amsterdam that you did. It's quite a strange place to have a venue, that one, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's always a trip too to when you from the States, your fan base is there. You have a lot of fans. Your shows are going to be full. But going all the way across the ocean, you don't know what's going to happen when you get there. You don't know if anyone's going to be there at the clubs, and we were very surprised and very, very pleased that we had a decent fan base over here.
And have you actually had a chance, really, when you've been on tour, to actually get out and look at the town or city that you're playing in?
I make it a point to get up every morning, and on the Defiled tour, I would get off the bus and go walk and find some coffee and see the sights. That's one thing that is very important to me, is to get out and see the world, because we're not making a lot of money right now, but what we can take home is the experience, if nothing else, and so I try to see everything, and we love it.
Yeah, a lot of times it's hard though from moving place to place. You're only in that spot one day. When we got to go over to Australia, we did have a little more time off, to where we did get to do a little sightseeing, which was really nice.
And you're playing this evening over on, I can't which stage it is, but and then tomorrow you're playing the boats on the Golden Gods trip. Yeah, that's going to be really fun.
Yeah, we're excited about that. We went to the awards show when we came for Download the first time, so we're stoked to be just going to the parties, and having some time to drink with our friends. But playing the boat's going to be really fun.
Oh yeah, it's a great trip. So just cruising down the Thames, 4 or 5 bands playing. I think it's Napalm Death are headlining it now, so that's that's going to be crazy. But it's a couple of hundred fans on the boat, and then the awards. It should be a lot of fun. And then Grass Pub next week's going to be massive for you. So, right, that's great. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you.